Allegedly, Sony has been hacked this morning. We're going to go over all the details, including could your information be at risk? This is honestly crazy news. We're going to go over all the details. I'm not going to miss a single thing. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? MonkeyFlop here, and today, if you guys are new, consider subscribing with those bell notifications turned on. I do PlayStation news over here. Consider liking this video. It helps out tremendously. And drop a comment. Let me know your honest opinions about this news we're going to discover here today and talk about. I've already gone over a lot of the details and I'm going to share them with you guys here today. We also got PlayStation Network outages that were happening last night and also today as well. Now, there are not that many reports, but Los Angeles and New York have been hit the hardest as far as the PlayStation Network outages. I don't honestly know if this has anything to do with it because allegedly the hacker group just has files from Sony and PlayStation. But let's go ahead and dive right into it. Again, I don't know if the PlayStation Network being down is because of the hacker group. I hope not. I hope just PlayStation is just messed up. But let's go over all the details. So, Sony has allegedly suffered a huge hack by ransomware group. Now, this group is aiming to sell the data. We successfully compromise all of Sony's systems, it says. We won't ransom them, we will sell the data. Due to Sony not wanting to pay, data is for sale. Apparently, the group backs up its claim with some proof of a hack data, which includes screenshots of internal login pages, PowerPoint presentations, Java files, a file tree, which apparently consists of fewer than 6,000 files. Cybersecurity Connect notes the seems low for all Sony systems. It seems low for all Sony systems. Honestly, it's a little hard to read when they break it up like that. But the group has not listed a price, but has provided contact information and has issued a post date of the 28th of September 2023. So today is the 25th. 3 days from now, we're gonna see what the heck happens, how Sony responds to this, and everything in between. Cybersecurity Connect presumes this is when Ransomed.vc will share the entire leak wholesale if a buyer isn't found beforehand. So apparently, they're holding fewer than 6,000 files, which doesn't seem like they've hacked all of Sony. A lot of news reports are saying that they hacked all of Sony, but honestly, they do have a lot of information. We don't know what information they have, but they do have internal login pages. They have PowerPoint presentations. They have JavaScripts. They have file trees, and apparently it consists of less than 6,000 files. So if it was all of Sony, they would have a lot more. But given the fact that they're putting all this information out there, it's honestly pretty wild. Um, Honestly, like on this one here, it says notice. Downtime has been resolved. We're really sorry. P.S. We need affiliates. I wouldn't recommend going on anybody's website or anything like that. This is just a screenshot that I found on the internet. Please don't go and try to search for this stuff. But apparently, the revenue is $88 billion. Sony.com, and the post date, you see it here, September 28th, 2023. All the details, are in this as well. Of course, not the hacked files. They're holding that for monetary compensation for hacking into it. We have successfully compromised all of Sony systems. We won't ransom them. We will sell the data due to Sony not wanting to pay. Data is for sale. So honestly, guys, this is crazy information. A lot of people are concerned about their personal data being affected. I honestly don't think yours and my personal information is at risk at this point, given the fact that the allegedly they have a little less than 6,000 files. That wouldn't be enough for all of Sony and PlayStation's users. I know a lot of people put their personal information on PlayStation Network just to confirm you are who you are, in case you need to get into your account and you can't access it for whatever reason. Maybe you forget the password, or maybe your PlayStation Network account did get hacked by somebody else or get taken over. With your personal information on PlayStation, you'll be able to call PlayStation up and you'll be able to retrieve your account. So a lot of people have their personal information on here. Now, I do want to point out that Sony and PlayStation honestly have not responded. They're probably not going to respond publicly at all to this. It's going to be interesting to see how this all unfolds. I personally don't think at this moment anybody's personal data, other than whoever works at Sony and PlayStation, but like PlayStation gamers data, like your name, your telephone number, all that stuff, I don't think it's at risk at this time. But who's to say, if they already hacked into, you know, almost 6,000 files, who's to say they won't hack in and get even more? Now, we don't know how much of this is PlayStation and how much of this is just Sony.com. But we're going to have to wait and see how all of this unfolds. I know a lot of people are nervous and a lot of people are uneased with the fact that Sony and PlayStation did get hacked. This is crazy news, and it almost makes me think back to 2011, when the PlayStation Network went down and it got hacked. This is a little bit different because they're holding files pretty much for ransom. They're not going to sell them to Sony and PlayStation because Sony refuses. They're gonna sell it to whoever, and by the 28th, if nobody buys them, apparently, according to this, they're just going to release it to the public. Really crazy news. A lot of people are wondering if some of this information is about the next generation of the PS5. We don't have any information. A lot of people can speculate all they want about the hackers have the new PlayStation 5 information, the PlayStation 5 Slim, the PlayStation 5 Pro. They even People are even speculating that these hackers have information about GTA 6. They have information about the PlayStation 6. So there's a lot of speculation going on around the internet about all of this. But one thing's for certain is that this alleged hack, and you guys can go on Google. Like, that's why I put Google up in the beginning of the video, because you guys can literally go on Google and see, just type in Sony hacked and you'll be able to see everything and do the research yourself. But this is pretty much it in its nutshell. That's all they pretty much said um, about the hack. So I'd love to get you guys' opinions about it in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen come the 28th? You bet that I'm gonna stay on top of this and I'm gonna give you guys the latest information. If more information comes out today, expect a new video today. If more information comes out tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna keep on top of this and I'm gonna give you guys all the information as it breaks. So make sure you guys are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on. But I'm really curious what these hackers have, considering the fact that, again, they have login pages, they have PowerPoint presentation, Java files, they have a file tree, which apparently consists of fewer than 6,000 files. So very interesting. I honestly sat down in my office and I was going to create a different type of video this morning. But with all of this information, I wanted to get that out there because I know some people are concerned about their personal information. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of people that play on the PlayStation Network. They put their personal information on their account to secure their account. And at this time, I honestly don't think that the PlayStation Network is at risk, and I also don't think that our personal information is at risk. That's not to say that these hackers can't get into it. I'm just saying at this time, with the information that the hackers provided themselves, I don't see that being a possibility, at least at this moment. Now, I do want to go back to the PlayStation Network being down just for a second here because, I saw the PlayStation Network experiencing outages late last night. And this morning I saw that there was a lot of outages too. Very interesting that, we get PlayStation Network outages, and then at the same time, we get the news of Sony and PlayStation being hacked. Could this be, you know, could this correlate? Could this be part of what they're doing, or is the PlayStation Network just poop in the bed like it does from time to time? Because the PlayStation Network does go down from time to time, but um, there is a PlayStation Network outages report on the down detector. It was one of the top, but it looks like it's actually come down quite a bit on the list. It looks like Xbox is the one that is being reported more than PlayStation Network because it's not even on the homepage anymore. So that's good news. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, I will keep you guys up to date on all of this Sony hacked information. And if any more information comes out, make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm going to bring you guys the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.